From the company that brought you bootleg Bruce Lee, bootleg Clint Eastwood, and bootleg Beyblade? Seriously? Comes yet another attempt to strike right into your nostalgia, forcing you to buy the new hero anyways, no matter how bad he'll suck. Bootleg Terminator. Or bootleg Independence Day. We haven't really picked yet. Meet Zhask, a bug-faced robotic dipshit from outer space who the game wants you to believe could go toe-to-toe with people such as Dracula, if he had boobs, Freddy Krueger, if he had boobs, and literally cancer, if it was a fat, middle-aged Viking. But none of that will stop Zhask from his mission, which is to conquer all living planets in the universe. And watch as he does what no hero in this game has achieved before and doesn't suck at doing his job. But when Zhask has to conquer a planet that has its own embodiment of Satan, Lucifer, Jesus, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he will have to face his greatest challenge yet, so that he'll have to try and conquer the planet over and over and over again, until he finally succeeds and will be rewarded with the most precious resource humanity has to offer. Them sweet loot boxes. Or until he fails, leading to his inevitable demise that will leave you blaming your teammates because they played like total idiots. But yeah, admit it, you're mostly just here to fail because, as I already said, a guy that dominates planes versus Magic Mike. Kind of one-sided, isn't it? Wait, did you just say 4 abilities? Oh dude, hell yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, I have a special announcement to make. Zhask is now officially the best hero in the game. Take your metas, shove him up Kevin Spacey's ass and set it on fire. Because Zhask is making his way to the top all the way to first battle draft pick. Right after Diggy. So, let's talk about Zhask's abilities, why don't we? Alright, just keep it together, you can do this. Zhask's passive is called Decimation. I don't have any words for this ability. They kill you, they're dead. It's as simple as that. Do you remember that Halloween mode Mutant gave us a couple of months ago? And do you also remember how you were able to pick up candy there and they would give you special stats? And do you remember that one candy that you could pick up that made you explode when you died? Yeah, so Zhask's passive is basically that, just with the difference that he gets it every time he dies and doesn't have to pick up a candy first. And it does 500 plus 100% of your magical power as true damage, so there's not even a way of mitigating any of the damage. So yeah, it's pretty much overpowered bullshit, but it does not stop there. We're just getting started because there are 4 abilities still left to cover. Who's excited? No one? Really? Okay. Zhask's first ability is called Nightmaric Spawn. Zhask summons a robot spider that works like Sun's clones. The only difference is that it can't move and its basic attacks can't critical hit. It's just very shit. Okay, listen up, fuckface. Everything I just said about this ability was a complete lie. This ability is crazy. Yes, it might not be able to move, and yes, Zhask might only be able to summon one every 12 seconds, but that won't stop this little fucker from being so fucking broken that it will make you contemplate your entire fucking existence. This spider will immediately start to shoot at any enemies that it can reach, and after every 2 successful basic attacks, it will turn into the fucking Death Star, firing a death ray at its enemy, dealing a shit ton of damage and stunning the target if it's hit for too long. But if that's still not OP enough for you, do not worry, because this little disease has a shit ton of other passive and active effects that we still have to talk about. The first one being that it takes up almost all of Zhask's item passives. So Disaster Truncheon, Lightning Truncheon, Guardian Relic, it gets all of it. But what is even worse is that for whatever fucking reason, this little son of a bitch has its own separate cooldowns. So just imagine this, you're building Lightning Truncheon on Zhask and you use an ability and the passive effect triggers. Now technically you shouldn't be able to use the passive effect for another 6 seconds, but your spider doesn't care about that shit because the next ability it uses will also trigger the effect of Lightning Truncheon even though it should actually be on cooldown. Okay, it's all good. Just keep your cool, and this will be over in no time. Zhask's second ability is called Mind Eater. Zhask fires a penetrating Zhask fires a penetrating mental missile that does damage to all enemies in a line. This ability deals 640 plus 210% of your magical power, which in itself is not that broken, I'll admit it. But Mutant decided that it was necessary that the Nightmare spawn also fires an attack at his target that deals the same amount of damage as Zhask's attack every time Zhask uses this ability. And as I already said, if you buy Lightning Truncheon, it will trigger on both of these attacks, meaning that if both these shots hit the same enemy, this ability will deal 1280 plus 720% of your magical power. Nah, dude, I can't. It's over. See ya. God is dead. Zhask's third ability is called Hive Clones. As bad as it sounds, this is actually Zhask's least broken ability. Zhask shoots out 5 snails from his head that explode when they hit an enemy. Each and every single one of these snails deals 230 plus 50%. On top of that though, they also slow for 80% for 3 seconds. So if all 5 snails hit, this ability will deal 1150 plus 250% of your magical power and slow for 80%. But it's pretty hard to hit, so I think that kind of makes up for it. Or maybe it isn't hard to hit whatsoever and I just suck at this game. That's also a possibility. But just because Zhask didn't already have enough flexibility with his skills, the snails will instead turn into landmines when they reach max range and didn't hit any enemies. This game's so fucking stupid. Okay, almost there. Just one more ability and it's over. Just get it over with. Zhask's ultimate is called Dominator's Descent. Nah, I don't wanna. No, please don't make me do this. Alright, just put the gun down. When Zhask uses this ability, he will instantly reset the cooldown of his first ability and turn his cute little spider into a giant fucking centipede that destroys absolutely everything that gets in his way. The centipede has all the stats that the spider had, just better. It has more defense, damage, HP, range, just simply everything. In fact, using this ability will make the centipede so buff that literally no one can go toe-to-toe with it. If you try it, you die. That's it. There's no version of the story where Zhask doesn't win. Mutant actually wrote in the patch notes that they fixed the bug where Hayabusa's ultimate was able to one-hit the Nightmare spawn. You know, Hayabusa's ultimate? The ability that can deal up to 8000 damage with no way of dodging it? Yeah, well, the centipede doesn't give a damn about that shit. He's just gonna take it like a man. Yes! I did it! I'm done! Thank you, thank you. I want to thank my friends, I want to thank my family for helping me through this very hard phase in life. Thank you, you guys are the best. Now to round this up perfectly, please enjoy this Zhask montage.